Welcome to Coffee with Wes on this Wednesday, which happens to be the first day of October 2025. We're in the last quarter of the year. We survived the first three quarters, so things are looking up, right? My name is Wes. I serve as the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cutler. This is Coffee with Wes in the red cup this morning. And listen, let me just share something with you for just a moment. If you're leading a Bible study this weekend and would like a teaching summary of this week's text, which is Mark 12, verses 28 through 34, just follow the links in the description or the show notes and go to my webpage, which is www.weshenson.com, or my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com /the @ Wes Henson. You go to either place. And by the way, if you go to my YouTube channel, why not, and you haven't done this yet, why not just subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up on it, and you'll be able to, and ring the bell, and you'll get notification every time I post something on my YouTube channel. But anyway, there's a printed summary lesson, a handout. There are some other resources there that will help you as you go through the lesson for this week. Just give it a try, and it's there for you if you'd like. All right, the big idea today is that obedience to God is visible, is seen in how we treat others. Are we being obedient to God? Well, how are you treating the other person? Let me read a scripture with you today from Mark chapter 12, verse 31. Jesus is speaking. He said, "The second is, love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other command greater than these." And in verse 31, Jesus is quoting Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. So loving one's neighbor was not new. I mean, Jesus didn't come up with that, just, brand new right there on the spot, but it was part of the Old Testament law. But Jesus placed it alongside loving God, making it inseparable from obedience. In other words, we've been talking about the scribe who asked Jesus, sum up the law, give us a summary. And Jesus said, sure, it's love the Lord first and love your neighbor as yourself. I mean, those two go together. Now, the people in Jesus's day had difficulty identifying who their neighbor was, and Jesus helped him out with that by telling the parable of the Good Samaritan. But I digress. Let's get back on track here. So to be obedient to God requires us to love the Lord supremely, but to love our neighbor as much as we love ourselves. You see, love for others is not optional. We can't pick and choose because it is evidence of our love for God. If you don't love others, then do you love God? That's the balance here. This means to love others means that we have to value them. It means that we have to extend grace to them. Even when they've done us wrong, we need to be gracious. It means helping meet their needs that they have. So it may be as simple as, well, what do I do? How do I do all that? Well, just listening, helping. Speaking to them, right? Forgiving them. True love for our neighbor reflects our love for Jesus. And it reflects it reflects Jesus's love for us. So here's our challenge for this day. Is there someone, think about this, is there someone whom you refuse to speak to? Maybe they speak to you, but you just don't speak to them. How can you say that you love others if you don't speak to that person that's speaking to you, right? Identify a person that you can intentionally show God's love to this week. It might be a family member. It might be a coworker. It could even be a fellow churchgoer, or maybe a neighbor, someone who needs encouragement. So think about that, and think about the law that Jesus taught, and that is found not only in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament as well. And before we go, remember this. Loving people is not always easy. But when we love others well, we are living in obedience to the Lord. Folks, have a great Wednesday. It's the middle of the week, and we should be working on all cylinders right now, right? Have a great day. See you again soon. Bye for now.